All right, welcome back to Night of Sports Call. I have a good tweet for you here, Ron. P. Martella just tweeted me, and they want to know, can MLB come in and force nutting out at any point?
No, you remember a couple years ago, I think Tampa Bay wasn't spending enough, if I remember correctly, and they said, you know, you got to spend more, and they made them bring up the payroll a little bit. Other than that, you can't make them sell. And
yeah.
I mean, we had Rob Manfred on our show a couple weeks, and he goes, Bob Nutting is so great for this league, and he's involved in all kind of committees, and he gets the big picture, what's best for the league. I don't think the league's going to take any action against him.
Yeah, he might get the big picture, but he doesn't get the small picture here in Pittsburgh.
I mean, their payroll is like 25th this year. I mean, there's like 5 teams worse than them. So I guess you got to deal with them before you get to the Pirates.
All right, let's go back out to the phone lines. We're going to go out to David in Finleyville. How you doing, David?
Hey, Dave. Hey, Rich. Sorry. Thanks for taking my call.
Yep, no problem.
I want to ask yours and Ron's opinion about acquiring Jordan Stahl for a third-line center. I'll hang up and listen to you.
I'm not interested, not at that price tag. Jordan Stahl hasn't been the same player to me since he left here. I'm not interested in bringing him back, especially what he makes. He makes a fortune. I don't know how you fit him in.
You know, all the NHL teams.
Jim Rutherford told us a month ago he has $2 million to spend on the third-line center. What's Stahl make? $6 or $7 or $8 million a year? He's not going to be able to fit him under.
Yeah, and I don't see them. Every NHL team knows that they need a third-line center. I think that they're good the way they are. Go in-house until they have to make a move later in the year, and that's
what Mike Sullivan said. That's what Jim Rutherford said, and I've learned in Rutherford and Sullivan I trust.
Yeah, definitely.
They've earned that trust from me.
John C. just tweeted me, Bell is not the same player. Give James Conner more playing time. I thought they should have maybe given him a couple more carries. 9 yards on that first run, and his only run looked.
You know, Bell's got to be their guy. They're trying to get him back into it. I have no problem with that. I mean, Connor's a nice change of pace. They could have given him a couple more carries, I suppose, but I think Bell was definitely their guy. And, you know, they're paying him by far as the highest paid back. He's got to start to earn it.
All right, back out to the phone lines. We're going to go out to Harry in the North Hills. How you doing, Harry?
I'm doing fine. Just want to get Ron's opinion on some of the longevity of the NFL quarterbacks. I've got 6 quarterbacks here that I think will probably not be playing in 2 years. That's Breeze, Ben, Brady, Manning, Flacco, and Palmer. And I just want to know if he would have anybody else to add to that list, or if he thinks that list is pretty good.
Well, I think that list is pretty good. I think Ben will play 2 more years. That's what his contract is. Brady keeps saying he wants to play to 45. That's 5 more years, and a lot of us started to write him off after he stunk in the opener against Kansas City, but man, he came back big time against New Orleans. I'm not writing that guy off. I think those other guys sound very reasonable. I haven't looked at the list. Andy Dalton might not survive 2 more quarters, let alone 2 more years. There's cries for A.J. McCarron there. And the Steelers are walking into a situation, I guess John Fox said Mike Glennon will start this week, but they got Trubisky, the #1 pick. I think if Glennon gets off to a bad start, we could see Trubisky this week.
Yeah, you brought up Eli Manning. I mean, he's the same age as Ben Roethlisberger. He's been bad, but I think he's still going to hang around a couple more years.
He's going to try.
Drew Brees, he might retire. So, yeah, that's not a bad list.
Flacco has a bad back. I mean, I don't know that he wants to retire, but health reasons may force him.
All right, well, we got to take a break. Back to wrap things up. Coming up next. Stay right there.